Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to this Let's Play of Hearts of Iron number 4. Currently we're playing, of course, as the Republicans ruling the United States of America. Let's get started by loading the actual last saved game, exactly where we left off. So, almost loaded. Perfect. So the game is loaded. We got ourselves a couple of new divisions here. Now let's actually have a look at this gentleman here. This one, yeah, that's that gentleman here. He happens to be in charge of this. I think we're just going to assign an entire batch to him. He's got all those naval invasion units anyway, so that's perfect. If you look at Cuba here, I believe Cuba is actually our ally. Yeah, as you can see, Cuba is in our America's Forever faction. With other nations. Well, I don't see any other nations, but that's fine. No problem there. Now, we got some outdated equipment. Now, I believe that's still our carrier here, and we basically set that to only produce one. Upon completion of that, basically the full allotment will basically switch over to the newer design, which is the Essex class. So, perfect. I'm not going to do anything about that at the moment. I do have some unassigned divisions here. Let's have a look at this guy here. Has he got enough? I think he does. This gentleman here, he's at 11. Is that right? No. This guy here has got 20 out of the 24. Theoretically, I could of course assign those extra units to him. Let's just do so. Get them down here. Let's start doing this in little small batches to start off with. Let's start shipping these guys out here to some of our islands. Of course, here I got the Johnston Atoll. I'm not going to put them on there. I will be shipping them out to here though.
Ready to move. Orders.
Again, second batch I will also be shipping out here. I think I'm going to take a slightly different course with them. Yeah, I got troops here already on each of the islands, so that's good. That's a good starting point. Let's ship these out here as well. They're all really, really green, as you can see, which is a bit of a pity, but yeah, that's just the way of things. We had quite a bit of defeats, as you can see.
Ready.
Need to have more intel here, it says. Okay, is that right? Intel. Assign more navies or air wings on missions. Interesting. As if I haven't got enough air wings here already, but yeah, okay. No results really there. Now, the Philippines, of course, is one of my targets as well, where I want to get some troops to, but I don't have them as of yet. Let's have a quick look at our production queue here for the actual different types. So that's going quite well. Look at the recruitment here, though. I think we're doing pretty decent here. I need a fair number of new extra light tanks. And as you can see there's a fair amount of production going on. We're producing 7 or so per day. So perfect. In terms of recruitment otherwise, we got lots of infantry divisions being recruited here. Just going to add 2 extras here to the queue. I don't think it will really hurt us, because yeah, we got pretty decent production of everything there. Now here, of course, Marines, we're doing good as well. Producing 8. Bring that down to 6. Just going to add 2 extra to there. Just more simultaneous recruitment. We got the manpower, so we're not really having issues there. Let's have a look at our trade situation. I'm importing rubber because yeah, I just don't have enough rubber. this This is British Malaysia. That's the Dutch East Indies. Perfect. Free France. Okay, where could I start making some difference? Of course, here there's some territory. That's a tiny little chunk of China still. Tiny, tiny chunk. Okay, I'm at war with Japan. There's about 1,000 people there. There's about 42 people here. Marcus Islands, really? 42 people. I bet there's more troops there than there's actually people or inhabitants there, but okay. That's the island of the Johnston Atoll, and then we here, of course, at Guam. Here. Yeah, we got quite a bit of naval results here. At the moment we got a good position there in terms of what we could potentially do. So shipment of troops is occurring quite nicely. I'm going to ship these guys over here to Hawaii as well. It'll be basically our staging area here. Now, what level of naval base have we got here? Can I upgrade it further? No, it's already at the highest level, so yeah, that's good. Here, did I just construct? Yeah, I just constructed a naval base. Perfect. So be able to put some troops into here as well. So these guys are part of. Correct? Yeah, that's one of them. Okay. Good. That guy is part of this one here. I'm going to be transferring some of those over relatively soon. Okay. We got an engagement here. 4 Japanese transports. I do need to get my my airplane production up, it looks like. But yeah, we're producing a fair number of different things, and factories are part of the queue. It's, yeah. Okay, I've got priorities first at getting Guam more upgraded in terms of, yeah, ports, and of course defenses, and of course some of the other islands as well. Chile. Just want to make sure I got sufficient of all of those in my hands there. Alright, here is another armored division that's just finished. Just gonna send this one over by rail to Los Angeles. More. Is there? Yes, it's the same one. Alright, more defeats. Well, defeats. They're marked as defeats, but they're not really defeats, are they? Alright, let's get the clock up and sped up a little bit further. Here, back to Hawaii. I'm about to get those troops in here. So perfect. Once they've all landed, I can start transferring these guys.
Yes, sir.
Alright, just reduce that speed for a second. Right, that's MacArthur indeed. So I'm going to transfer this guy out to MacArthur. I know there are more green troops, but yeah, still, MacArthur can use some more green troops. All part of the defenses here. And the next release that's coming, which is I believe on the 8th of March, there'll be some nice improvements in terms of messaging, the results and so forth. It'll be nice to actually see what we can do there. Just assign it to the same division there. Take one of these here and assign it to MacArthur as well.
Attention.
A large number of these are still en route, which is perfect. Now I'm going to take a couple of these here. Let's say I'm going to take 2 these two here. I want to basically ship them out to some of the other islands. Think, for example, of some of the islands down here. They already have troops. They already have troops, so that's perfect. Have I got still some islands here without sufficient troops on them? Possibly. It's a bit of a mixed bag here, isn't it?
Orders. Ready, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sending all of them to MacArthur just to make sure I got sufficient here. They're all dug in, so that's good. There's a Japanese island here. That's actually Wake Island. That's actually my own territory. I just need to retake it. Now here I got the Johnson Ethel. I will want to move a couple of these guys here. Let's take these two here and move on to the Johnson Ethel. Now I've got one person living there. One single civilian. Oh, sorry, that's my recruitable population. Out of a total, of course, of... Is it 67? Okay. Patrol is going quite nicely here. Base is in low supply, really? Let's actually have a look at our supply routes. Resources. Why am I in low supply here? Probably got a fair number of different bits up and running here. I got radar here, which is perfect. Of course, I need to get more stuff up and running as well. Where we get the supplies from? That comes straight from... Ooh, okay. Comes straight from here, Oregon. Probably need to upgrade that naval base in Oregon. Is that already under construction? Yeah, probably need to prioritize that. So the naval base in Oregon. That's construction. I should see it's a massive queue here. I'll move it to the top because yeah, if I'm basically pushing all my supplies through there, I do need to make sure, of course, I got sufficient capacity on there. So as you can see, lots of stuff coming from Oregon, and for some reason it's hardly even coming from down here. Is that maybe to do with the way that supplies are run through the rest of the country? I'm not sure. What's the rest of the infrastructure here look like? Supplies. Requires. Okay. So look at Hawaii. Whoa, look at that. Requires 26. Supported is 22. It's the Navy that needs a large amount from here. Incoming edge provinces, okay. Bad supply.
Ready, sir.
That's not good, is it? These guys are getting, I would say, sufficient. How can I alleviate that situation here? I don't think I can actually set up manual supply routes, can I? So if I go, for example, here, I can't just say, well, let's set up a supply route to here. I know that used to be something I could do in previous Hearts of Fire, and I could actually manually set up supply routes to basically get around these kind of issues. But So support is 22. Local supply base is +2. Honolulu victory point +2. Incoming +18. Local infrastructure 18. Ah. Look at that. So if I basically were to boost this, that might actually potentially help. Let's do that. Right, construction. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's give you a little bit of a leg up there. Hopefully that helps me sufficiently here. Because yeah, having a bad supply situation is not really helpful.
Ready, sir.
Alright, these guys. Johnson Atoll, I believe I've got troops already heading there. Yep, as you can see, they're on the way. Various different fleet units moving around here. Got enough on there. Do I need to move anything else out? Now that of course is an interesting one. I can actually move some extra too. That is of course Phoenix Island. I'm pretty sure I got some construction orders on here already. Coastal forts, infrastructure can also be improved, but yeah, okay. Let's keep that as is. Mariana region, it's still got these issues in terms of invasion. Western Emperor chain, also got invasion issues apparently. Whose ships are these? Are these mine? Probably. Right, these guys are being supplied from Hawaii. Can I set them to be supplied from, for example, here? Is that going to work? Are they still going to be able to actually do their search and destroy here? I think so. Yep. Lots of engagements there. Perfect. Right, so that should have alleviated some of the supply situation here. See, that's 17 out of 22. So that is now in the positive. Good. So that was a major commitment I'd made there, which I wasn't able to actually meet all the requirements for. Am I shipping some stuff out from here as well? Is that... that's going to Hawaii. Is that San Diego? That's going to Hawaii, that's right. So it's 4. And here I also got 2 different islands. So none of this is going to Hawaii, but it actually comes from down there. And I thought it was actually from up there. Okay. New England to California. Why am I doing New England to California? Is that more efficient for me to do? That's peculiar. Well, actually, there's nothing committed to that. Okay, that's fine. That is fine for the time being. Is there anything I need to do in here? That's Free France. That is Netherlands. That is England. Or the United Kingdom, I should say. They took part of Venezuela, it looks like. And I only got the tiny little chunk there. Ah well. Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, Bolivia. So I don't think there's anything happening in this region here that I need to be too concerned about. Free France, Free France. Is there anything else of mine down here? There is. Samoa. I haven't actually got any troops in Samoa. Interesting. So, was it this gentleman here? Who did I send up here into, well, not there, but Hawaii?
Ready, sir.
There's this one here. 2 of you guys. I'm going to send them to Samoa. here. Where was it? Where was it? New. Let's look it up. Samoa. Sweet. There we go. I'm going to transfer them over to MacArthur as well. I got a fair number of garrison brigades here, as you can see. I probably want to upgrade those in terms of design. Let's actually have a look at that design. Garrison is an engineering company, and then basically for the rest it's infantry. If I look at my infantry divisions themselves, they are far more expanded. National Guard. How many of these have I got? It doesn't say how many I've got, does it? Maybe I should just change the little there to basically say, well, that's a little castle to represent National Guard. If I look at this, the type, how many of those little castles have I got? Ooh, that's actually a fair number, isn't it? Which one am I actually building? I'm actually building the infantry division, so that's good. How many garrisons have I got? So I should be looking in here, of course. I don't see any garrison divisions listed, which is good. Okay. Perfect. Let's keep it like that for the moment being. So set MacArthur up to basically do all the defense of all the various different islands. At the moment also there's the defense of the Philippines, but I'm going to change that later on. Actually interesting, because here it says I do have garrisons. I'm pretty sure it said, or it seemed to say, that we didn't have any. Let's convert these all to infantry. We need extra manpower, which is fine. Another 58,000. Infantry equipment, towed equipment, artillery. Yeah, it looks like I've got enough. I guess my stockpiles will be going down a bit, but that's fine.
Listen up.
That's fine. So this one is one of the ones that basically gets converted relatively quickly. This one just needs to get some new equipment in, it looks like. Manpower. So forth. We'll get that in. We'll get that in. Actually, here it says all of a sudden I don't have enough. Interesting. I thought these. Okay, I guess it just needs to be transported out of the stores over to the different locations, but that's fine. We'll get there.
Attention.
So these again are National Guard units. I got Marines there as well. They're trying again, aren't they? They just can't let up. Ooh, they're actually using tanks now as well. Interesting. Guam Garrison.
Orders.
That's one of the ones that's converting. It's steadily going up, which is good. Because I'm getting new manpower, and actually the experience level has dropped on this one. Probably see the same as some of the other ones here. It's just because the average quality of the troops is slightly lower. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day. So thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, take care. Bye.